What's up, you SEO legends? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at another website audit from you guys, from the community out there on Indie Hackers and on Reddit. Again, if you guys are interested in getting a site audit just like this one, comment down below or find my posts on Indie Hackers. I'm going to link to it in the description of this video so you guys have the opportunity to add your website, and hopefully I can pick your website and do a site audit just like this one. So anyway, guys, if you're new here, my name is Jaume. I'm head of SEO at a startup here in Barcelona. And in this channel, we cover tools and strategies to help you grow your online business. So today we're taking a look at Listnr.tech. So these guys have a pretty interesting product. So what they do is they basically help you convert your blog posts into any text or high quality speech. And they have this application for podcasts. So it looks like a really interesting idea. Seems like you could really ship a lot of podcast episodes and do a lot of content really quickly. So it seems like a really great idea. But we're gonna take a look at their SEO. We're gonna see what's going well, what isn't, and we're gonna help them out a little bit, give them some actionable tips moving forward. So the structure of this video again is we're gonna do a little technical analysis. We're then gonna look at their backlinks and we're gonna look at their content, what they've done so far and where they could be going moving forward. So first off, I just wanna take a look at their overview, just see how much traffic they have, see how they're doing in terms of SEO. So here we go. So right away we can see that they have a URL rating of 20, a domain rating of 21, around 300 backlinks, 57 keywords, and 51 in traffic. This is definitely, so it looks like they're going up quite a lot in the last 3 months. In terms of organic search as well, looks like they're shooting up, which is great. Looks like they're doing things well. So I'm excited to see what things we can help them out with. So let's start off with the actual technical analysis. So I ran a little crawl using the Ahrefs site audit feature. Again, if you guys are using Ahrefs and you haven't used this feature, I definitely recommend it. It's really, really good. So what do we see right off the bat? So in comparison to last week's episode where we had a really low score, we actually have a really high score this week. We're looking at a 91 health score. Again, a lot of these numbers aren't super accurate. Ahrefs does its best to give us an accurate score, but oftentimes they can make really simple mistakes that brings down the score. So we don't want to be super focused on the score. We want to look at the actual problems that Ahrefs finds. So the actual problems that we're taking a look at this week, they don't actually look like problems, just something that the website owner should just take a look at to make sure that this doesn't scale moving forward. So we don't have a huge amount of duplicate pages without canonicals moving forward. We don't have redirect chains. Again, this is only one page and it looks like we have one image file that's size that's too large. Apart from that, it looks like everything is pretty good and there's definitely a good base for SEO here. Now, the truth is that this website doesn't have a lot of pages that are indexed on Google. So I wasn't really expecting a low site audit score. Oftentimes, the bigger the website and the more pages, things can get more complicated and get more messy and will develop more technical problems. So some actionable tips moving forward. I actually don't have anything to say in terms of technical SEO. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. You're doing really well. Let's move on to looking at their backlinks. So going back to their overview, again, we saw that they have a URL rating of 20, a domain rating of 21. Now, what am I actually looking for when I'm doing this audit in terms of backlinks? So the main thing that I want to take a look at is what type of domain are they getting? Is it a do follow? Is it a no follow? What's the website? Is it relevant? And what is the domain rating for that website? So the higher the domain rating, obviously the better the link will be. But again, just like this last week's video, you guys can actually find it here. When I'm talking about link building mistakes, oftentimes we focus way too much on the authority of the website instead of the relevance. So even though I do take a look at domain rating, because yes, it is still important, I really focus on the relevance of the website. So let's take a little look at their domains. We have 300 domains. Again, I'm gonna sort by do follow and let's see what we see. I'm gonna sort this again by domain rating. So we have the top domains at the top and here we go. So we've got Product Hunt, Substack. Looks like a lot of really relevant links. Another thing that I do is I like to just take a look at the actual link. So where's it going? What's the anchor? Is it an in-content link? Is it an image link? Is it any other type of link? I wanna make sure that I know more or less what type of link they're getting. Ideally, we'd like to get as many in-content links as possible. Those are the really good ones that pass over the most authority and that have that extra relevance because we have that anchor text where we can tell Google exactly why we're linking out to this website. So Listnr definitely has had a good start in terms of acquiring links. The next two things I want to take a look at is where are these links going to? Are they going to a specific page or are they going to a landing page that has traffic potential? And I want to get an overview of the anchor text. So let's go to best by links. I want to go to 200 I want to see all the pages that are actually properly loading. And what I see right away is that most of the links are going to the homepage, right? So we have 199 referring domains, URL of 34. So URL rating of 34 means that this URL, so the actual homepage URL, has the highest authority. So we have links going to other pages, we have links going to the Chrome extension, but most of the links are going to the homepage. And the last thing I want to take a look at are the anchors. So what I see here is that most of these anchors are actually branded anchors. So these links are just going to have the actual brand name on top of the link that is pointing out to them, which isn't a bad thing. This probably means that a lot of these links have come in organically, which is a great thing because now you can go in and do some more aggressive link building and mix in some exact match keywords, which are definitely going to give Google a clearer message of the type of keywords that you should be ranking for. So some actionable tips moving forward in terms of backlinks. It looks like Listnr.tech has had a great start in terms of link building. It looks like a lot of these domains are really organic, which is fantastic, which gives us space to go out and be a little bit more aggressive. One thing that I would focus on is internal linking. It looks like most of these links are going straight to the homepage, and as a result, we have this like hub of authority for our website, and we would definitely like to see that authority flow onto different pages that also have traffic potential. So definitely think about adding some internal links when you're creating pages with traffic potential. And for the final section, we're going to take a look at their content. So again, what am I looking for in terms of the content? Ideally, I want to take a look at what keywords are they ranking for and what are the top pages they're bringing in the most traffic. So the first thing I want to do is just go straight to top pages. So it does look like the traffic has gone up quite recently, which is a great news. And so what I see right here is that even though they don't have too much traffic, most of the traffic is coming straight from the homepage. So is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? This is not a bad thing. If anything, this seems like a great start, but this is telling me that there's a lot of things that still need to be done, a lot of content that still needs to be produced. Let me just quickly check what keywords, if they are ranking for keywords that are in their niche, that's super important, just to make sure that Google understands what this website is about. So high quality text to speech, high quality TTS. It looks like a lot of these keywords make sense. Obviously the ranking isn't super good because it's a new website, not too much authority. We definitely need to be creating more content, but it's definitely moving in the right path. And the last thing I want to check for content is just, do they have any content for their blog? And it looks like they just started writing. So that's definitely something that can be improved moving forward. So what are my suggestions and some actionable tips for Listnr.tech in terms of content? I would focus on just creating a lot of content. Seems pretty obvious, but where do they go from here? So given that this is a service where the actual keyword doesn't exist yet, right? So converting blog posts as text into speech for a podcast isn't really a keyword that exists as of right now, but there are two main topics that Listnr.tech is targeting. So we have the podcast section and we have the text to speech section. So both of these topics have a lot of competition, have a lot of volume, which means that they're going to be quite extensive long tail sections of keywords that they can target. Just taking a quick look at text to speech. So if you go to the overview of text to speech, one of the things that I like doing from the start, just to get some ideas, if I'm just starting out writing content or creating a content strategy for a client, is I like to go to the general keyword and take a look at the questions, because oftentimes these will show a really quick win or an easy keyword to target. So if you go to matching terms and then we go to questions, we can see, so how to use text to speech, also quite competitive. So keyword difficulty of 44, the volume isn't too high. There's a few things here. This won't always work super well, but it's just to give us an idea of the type of keywords that are out there. How to turn off text, speech, Discord. Maybe there's something in there of interest, maybe not, but it's good just to find low competition keywords. I also took a look at the other section. So the other topic that Listnr.tech is targeting, which is the podcast section. And I found a keyword which is quite interesting of how to start a podcast, right? This is definitely an area of content that Listnr.tech could be targeting. So a lot of people looking for ideas on how to start a podcast, how to put it on Spotify, how to do it on YouTube, how to start a sports podcast. So there's a lot of top funnel content and informational content out there for both of these keywords. Again, these keywords are really competitive and they have a lot of volume. So there's definitely space in there to go out and find keywords that could be found in a longer tail and will be lower competition, but that at the end of the day will be easier to rank for, especially at the start. And another thing that I want to talk about in terms of content is this page that they have for their Chrome extension. So it seems like a really good option to get a lot of traffic. There are definitely people out there looking for this type of Chrome extension, and I think this is a great tool. I would definitely get some links to this page. And another thing that I would focus on is just taking a look at what's the best way to optimize for this Chrome web store marketplace, right? I do see that the main keyword isn't placed on the heading here, so we could have text to speech here. I'm not sure if that would help. I'm not a huge expert on the Chrome web store, but I'm sure sprinkling the keyword throughout both the description and the header would definitely help in terms of the Chrome web store. So take a look at that. A final suggestion that I have in terms of content is this actual free tool that they offer on their website. So they do have this free text to speech conversion tool that they offer for free. So you can go in, you can type something, select the language and the voice that you'd like to hear. And after doing some keyword research, I found this is actually something that there is some traffic for as well. So I would suggest moving this onto a specific page of its own. And even though that keyword is quite competitive, even though you're not ranking on the first page, just being in the search results for that keyword will definitely add some levels of relevance to your website, and Google will understand what you do a little bit better. And that's it, guys. We've covered the 3 main pillars of SEO for Listnr.tech. I hope you guys learned something. Listnr.tech. If you guys have any questions, I've added my LinkedIn in the description for you guys to reach out to me personally. If you'd like me to do an SEO audit of your website, don't forget to add a comment to this video and a comment to the Indie Hackers post that I'm going to be making. So yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, do the thing. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.